Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Chaos TV for some more League of Legends Corsair Vengeance Cup action. And tonight we do have, we do have LowLandLions facing off against 4Kings. But I'm Andy, joined by Metis once again. Metis, how are you feeling about this game?
Hey Andy, hello viewers. I'm very excited actually. I think on paper, I'm not sure if you'd agree with this, but this is probably the best game that we've had so far in CVC. Obviously LowLandLions and 4Kings, both very big names, both huge organisations within esports, and they're going to be clashing in this matchup. So I'm actually really looking forward to it. But it's right back at you, Andy. I mean, how are you feeling about this game and how are you doing?
Completely agree. LowLandLions, 4Kings, both really big organisations, good teams as well. So I hope for a close game. It definitely seems like it on paper, but we're just going to have to see when we get in the game. But personally, I'm doing great, Vince. It's very sunny outside. I'm very hot in this room. I need to get out more.
It is actually. It's like 20-25 degrees here up in Newcastle. And I actually had a bee in my room before, which nearly stung me, so I was running around like a little child. But I got rid of it. It's all good. Just
I can only picture that.
Legends.
Metis just running around his room, his shirt
It was,
off,
man,
bee
it was like the
chasing.
same size as my fist. It was insane. If that stung me, I'd have been impaled. So I'm lucky
God.
it didn't.
Skarner's in your room.
Oh,
See what I
see
did there?
there?
See
Yeah.
what I did there? Huh? But hey, we're in the picks and bans. The bans have gone for LowLandLions. We've seen Morgana, Ari, and Carthus ban. Pretty standard stuff. And for the ban champions of 4Kings, you see Twisted Fate, Riven, and Shen. You don't really see Twisted Fate and Riven banned all that often, but if they don't want to play against them, then hey.
Yeah, I must admit, Twisted Fate is the only character that stands out to me that you wouldn't ordinarily see getting banned out. I mean, he as AP, he does a lot of damage. I remember back in the old times when you used to play him hybrid or AD, so obviously perhaps, 4Kings just a bit weary of the Twisted Fate pick, want to take him out of the equation, and you're going to have some picks in here, so Janna, Nocturne, Cogmore and Nunu that I can see so far. Obviously LowLandLions wanted to pick up Janna, and we saw this last night as well with the TSM game, NZ, that Janna was either banned or pretty much picked up first in every game, so it goes to show how strong she is as a support character right now.
Yeah, and after that Janna pick, we've seen a Nunu pick. Not completely sure of the Nunu pick because when when he pops that ultimate, Janna can just literally release the Howling Gale and he's going to be knocked up, and then the ultimate's going to be pretty much useless. But it looks like an Alistar pick possibly. You can only guess that he's going to be going towards the jungle role, as we already see Nunu picked up as probably a support, and then Cogmore down the bottom lane as well. And on the opposite side we have seen Nocturne. Yesterday we saw Nocturne sync very well with Dyrus and TSM, Odd One and Dyrus. I can't remember what Dyrus was actually playing at top.
Malphite.
Malphite, yeah. Malphite, and them ganks were just great. So maybe going for a Malphite top, I don't know, it'd be interesting to see. But on the other side we have seen a Ryze and an Alistar pick.
Indeed, the thing about Nunu is, I mean, you wouldn't ordinarily class him as a jungler, but he can jungle with his consume ability. Obviously, he takes a massive chunk out of the target, heals himself up nicely. But out of those two champions, you probably would rather have a Nunu with Cogmore, purely on the basis of Blood Boil. We saw this yesterday as well, NZ. Cogmore, the tank destroyer alongside Nunu, just does so much damage early, mid, and late game as well. So definitely expect to see Alistar coming across there with the headbutts and pulverize out of the jungle. And you also have Ryze in mid. Just saw a Udyr and Galio pick as well, NZ, so very interesting stuff all around here. Urgot was picked yesterday as well. A lot of people don't really see him too often, but at the high elo kind of stages, Urgot is incredibly strong with his Noxian corrosive charge, and Acid Hunter just locks right on and does so much damage, and the range on them is absolutely ridiculous. You can just hassle away pretty much as long as you want.
Yeah, obviously trying to outrange Cogmore because Cogmore has that W, but yesterday we didn't really see Urgot played all that great. I mean, the team as a whole had a really good early game, but the later the game got, despite how sloppy TSM did play in that game, I have to be fair, they did win because they just left it way too late. And we have seen a Galio and a Kennen pick. I can only guess either Galio is going top or mid. Would probably prefer him in the mid role, then Kennen will be going top. So Nocturne is going to be in the jungle, Urgot with the AD, and then Janna as a support. And on the opposite side we have seen a Nautilus pick, probably going to be going towards top. So we're going to see Alistar in the jungle, Ryze mid, Nautilus top, Nunu support, and Cogmore bot. Interesting team.
Yeah, very, very tanky as well, Enzi. And we saw this yesterday with CG taking a very tanky lineup. Early game they were strong, late game they started to fall off a bit, and I do fear for 4Kings here the same thing may be happening. Obviously they do have that Cogmore though, and that Cogmore late game when fed is an absolute beast. So it's going to be very interesting. Of course, I said Udine might be top, but they switched it over for Kennen. Kennen, probably you'd favour in those team fights, especially when you take into account that they've got a Galio as well. So obviously Galio pops his ultimate, then Kennen comes in with Slicing Maelstrom, and it's basically just stun, damage all over the place. So it's, again, Enzi, we said this a few times, the ideas behind it are good. Whether their execution's going to kind of match their ideas is yet to be seen.
Yeah, the only thing I'm a bit worried about, obviously they do have Alistair on the 4 Kings side, so when Kennen does come in towards with the ultimate, maybe Alistair's going to try and headbutt, but on the the argument side of that, if Galio pops his ult early enough, then Alistair's going to be caught in that as well, unless he gets something like a Quicksilver Slash or a Banshees, but we're just going to have to wait and see. I mean, we've got a delay, guys. In the delay, if you want to go head over to chaostv.eu or .nl, not completely sure, if you just scroll down, you could find yourself winning a free laptop. Just follow the free steps. I'm sure all that will be posted in the chat as well. So if you want a chance of that, guys, go ahead. I mean, free laptop, I'd love to win that.
Indeed, it's worth up to 1,000 euros as well, so 1,000 euros for absolutely nothing. As Enzi said, chaostv.nl, scroll down to the prize draw section and put yourself in contention to win the laptop, which of course would be absolutely awesome sauce.
Indeed. So, guys, we have about 2 minutes left on the delay, so don't go anywhere. We are going to be back for some League of Legends Corsair Vengeance Cup action between LowLandLions and 4Kings. It's going to be great.
Want a chance at winning yourself a laptop worth 1,000 euros? Who doesn't? Head on over to chaostv.nl, scroll down to the prize draw section, and you could win yourself a Median Shop Eraser laptop for completely free. While you're at it, you can also go over to absolutelegends.eu for all the written coverage of the Corsair Vengeance Cup. See you there.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Chaos TV for some Corsair Avengers Cup action with League of Legends. It's LowLandLions against 4Kings, and someone is playing very loud music outside. What the? No, it's not Tenacious D, but I wish it was. It's some kind of dance music you Dutchies listen to.
Ew.
So I kind of want to jump out the window right now.
Bass is mad. But yeah, it's going to be LowLandLions against 4Kings, two really big names in esports. Let's just forget about League of Legends for a couple of seconds. In the entirety of esports, these are two names that you will see in a whole plethora of games. So this could be an absolute classic here in that, obviously, the playoffs of the Corsair Vengeance Cup.
Yeah, can you hear that in the background, by the way? I just want to
Nope,
make sure.
we can't hear anything.
Okay, so I can carry on without getting interrupted by this music, although it's very putting off, but the whole of the 4King side looks to be going for that blue invade. I mean, Nocturne is in this bush, so he has to be careful. Hasn't even got flash, so he's going to be dead right now, as Nocturne will go down early on, as the anchor coming in from Nautilus, and Alistair will be picking up the kill, so the jungle will be on 1 kill and 0 deaths, but Nocturne... Oh wait, he did have flash. I'm just blind. He did actually use the flash, but they had the anchor and then the pulverize, and then, yeah, you're not going anywhere. So they're going to go for this blue invade. They're pinging away now. Nocturne is going to go towards the red. LowLandLions aren't going to risk going in. You know, they don't want to get any unnecessary deaths. But yeah, first blood for the 4King side.
I was watching that while you were talking, Enzi, and I'm really puzzled by what Nocturne was doing there. I mean, he's all on his own, kind of caught with his pants down around his ankles, and gets absolutely devastated. Plus the fact, I mean, Alistair picked up the kill, but everybody else in the team got an assist, so everybody getting some nice additional gold. And you can see right now, gold difference already 600, and we're just coming up to the 2-minute mark. So a lot of people have gone back, bought up some more health pots, bought up a couple of wards and such, and they're looking good right now. So obviously 4Kings with a nice comfortable start here.
And obviously Alistair has got the blue. Maybe Nocturne going to go over to the opposition blue. Maybe going for a steal. No, he is just going to go back towards the jungle and get them walls, as Alistair will go in towards the top lane, as he has got the blue buff. So are we going to see a successful gank coming out from the 4King side right now? He is waiting in that bush very patiently indeed. Kennen not pushing too hard, but he has pushed up rather hard now, as Nautilus will be going in first. Kennen going in front instead of backwards, and he's going towards the opposition tower. I can only think this is going to be another kill. The pulverized headbutt combination against the wall as the flash goes away from Kennen. The ignite is on though. Alistair chasing him down, but Nocturne with the support, and Kennen so lucky to get away from that one, as Nocturne was there to save his teammate in that situation. And Alistair will just back off, although he is going a rotation round, maybe going for another gank. There's no wards, so he wants to make the use of it. He definitely wants to land this kill on towards Kennen. Kennen already using 2 health pots, Nocturne in the upper bush as well. So it's going to be a 2v2 fight if Alistair does decide to engage. As Nocturne is going to come in on towards Nautilus. Nautilus will just anchor towards that wall though. Obviously he doesn't have to have a target. He can just literally anchor to a wall and it automatically pulls him, as Alistair will just back away, go towards them walls, and no one is going to be touched.
Indeed, I mean, for a few seconds I thought the fact that Nocturne was up at top lane was going to make Kennen get a bit overconfident. You see Alistair kind of jump in with his pulverize and headbutt and pick up a kill, but that wasn't to be, as Nautilus kind of got caught out a bit from Nocturne using his unspeakable horror and fearing Nautilus as well. So that kind of subsided, not much happened there, NZ. But apart from that first blood, it has been fairly orthodox. Bot lane has come under really heavy attack though from Urgot and... on Urgot even, and Janna, but they're going to pull back and they should be safe for now.
Yeah, even Cogmore, you know, he's getting harassed very easily as well. They're both just kind of fighting it out at bot lane. 1 pot being used from Cogmore, Urgot with 2 pots used, so definitely Cogmore and Nunu definitely the more aggressive pair, as the Goo does go down, but the exhaust is popped on towards Cogmore. The gank coming in from Nocturne as the heal comes out from Cogmore. He's going to be saved due to that one, but his passive is still up. Is he going to be able to land the kill? No, he isn't. The shield from Janna saving Urgot there. Even without the shield, I think Urgot would have got away, but a great gank coming out from Nocturne just at the right time, and just kind of a bad timing engage from the likes of Cogmore and Nunu there. A bit unlucky to get caught out there. Nocturne was just at the right place. Came from the Tribush, I believe. Is there a ward there? Yes, there is a ward, so they would have seen him come down. Not really sure what they were doing though.
Indeed, they had a ward, but unfortunately, by that stage, they were already in quite a bad situation. Obviously, Janna has a Howling Gale, and she can slow down as well. So, by the time they'd seen Nocturne making his way across, he was already pretty much next to them, and that's one of the reasons why Cogmore couldn't escape. And yeah, I agree with you. I don't think it would have made too much difference to Urgot there, even if Janna didn't land the Eye of the Storm. Obviously, helps him to stay in the lane because he doesn't have to recoil and go back and get health again. But he would have been just fine, I think, even without the shield.
Yeah, he has actually stayed around. He has to be pretty much careful now because Cogmore's just popping the W, increasing the range on his attacks, and Urgot has no health pots. He's going to go back though. He's just going to stay safe. He obviously has got a kill, and his early damage is very strong indeed, as Alistair is going to gather that blue buff, has got the blue and red now. We haven't seen a gank from Alistair since that top lane, as he is going in towards the mid area, just going to cover the turret for Ryze, as Ryze does go back. What did he buy? He bought a Sapphire Crystal and a Ruby Crystal to help him on his travel, and a ward as well to place down. Whatever he pleases, as Nocturne is going to get the golems. Let's have a quick look at CS, as Nocturne is going to be on 21, Alistair is on 15, as a ping does go out for Nautilus to be spotted. Bot lane, we have got Urgot with 35, Cogmore on 34, so pretty even stuff. Galio on 42, Ryze on 31, so Galio winning the CS battle up in mid, and then Kennen 36, and Nautilus on 27. So even stuff, only about 10 in it. Alistair is going to be seen though. I guess he's just going to go straight in, but the energy ball is just going to let him go away. The lightning rush is going to be popped. He's going to recall. Kennen going to go back. What did Urgot actually buy? He did buy the brutalizer, giving him plus 25 attack damage, and the passive of course is the plus 10% cooldown reduction and the plus 15 armor pen. So Urgot going back early on and buying that brutalizer.
Yeah, and Brutalizer this early in the game is going to be absolutely unbelievable damage, especially when he's landing those Acid Hunters. You can see right now on Cogmore, bot lane, absolutely crippling him. Hits 3 Acid Hunters in a row, and Cogmore's health just disappears out of thin air. So it goes to show just how strong that Brutalizer is in Urgot's hands. He's going to continue to farm. He's always going to be able to push back that Cogmore because, of course, Nunu doesn't have a heal. That's one of the downsides of playing Nunu as support. He's not the likes of a Sona or a Soraka that can just constantly spam those heals back up in your laning partner. So Cogmore's going to have to chug through some of those health bots. And obviously, if this pressure continues onto Cogmore, he's going to have to go ahead and recall. And he's already a level behind due to that death earlier on.
Not good. Urgot's Brutalizer is going to be hurting Cogmore. I mean, Cogmore's already without health pots now, just from them free attacks from Urgot, as the roles have been reversed now, as the lane is going to be pushed from Urgot and Janna. Well, it's kind of in a mid stage. I mean, the lane isn't pushed from either teams. It's kind of just in the mid position, but I would be favouring Urgot and Janna to get away with that, as Alistair is coming towards the mid. No ganks is going to come with it. He's just going to cross to the other side of the jungle, although he could come round and go for a gank. There is no ward, so Galio does not know of it. Maybe they're going to go for that jungle invade, not completely sure, as he's going to make his way up towards that top lane. Maybe going for a gank on Kennen. The ward is there, so Kennen's going to see, and I can only guess he's going to lightning rush away. He doesn't even have to, as he's just going to walk away, and Alistair has to back off. So the warding good from LowLandLions right now, denying them ganks from Alistair, exactly what they need early on in this game. But Alistair is in that mid bush, and Galio's a bit of out of position there, but the speed up from Galio's E is just going to allow him to get away, as he takes a little cheeky Q on towards Alistair. But Alistair will go away. He's going to pop the hill, as the ward will go down from Galio. Galio is going to move towards them Wraiths, as he is going to use his E, but Alistair is going to claim the main Wraith, so no problem whatsoever. He is going to nick a couple though, but that isn't really going to hinder his jungle too big. He did get the big Wraith, so that's what's important, but Urgot has gone back once again. He has got that chain vest, that gives him plus 45 armor of course, and Cogmore with just the Doran's ring and no pots. I can only guess that they're going to both go back because they've pushed the lane up. But yeah, that is about it. But Alistair has gone in. Oh no, I'm blind. Colorblind actually. Ignore me. I thought he was in the opposition jungle and then realised, oh wait, he's purple.
Indeed, it happens to us all, and it gets a bit confusing at times, but the reason why Alistair has built up those mobility boots, a lot of people might be like, mobility boots? What? Well, it's because he's melee, and his abilities don't have great range, and of course with Alistair, the big kind of selling point to jungle with him is to knock people in the air, pulverise and headbutt them against walls, so that's the reason he's taken that all-out kind of movement speed, not really bothered with anything else as of yet. He does have that ward down, and a couple of pots as well. And if you compare that to the opposition jungle, which is Nocturne, he's picked up the Madrid's razors and the boots. He's more than likely going to go ahead and get that Wriggles as soon as he has enough gold. But pretty much even, Enzi. I mean, look at the gold, 300 difference, 200 difference now, 1-1, 10 minutes through this game. Still anybody's matchup, this one.
Absolutely, and Alistair is in that bush. He is going to come out. Beautiful anchor from Nautilus. It looks like it's going to be another kill here. The Ignite has been popped, and that was absolutely sensational stuff from the likes of Alistair and Nautilus. Kennen could not do anything. Kennen even popped the OM as well to try and scare him off. Didn't do any damage whatsoever. A beautiful anchor hit from Nautilus will lead into the pulverized headbutt combination from Alistair to just make that play a reality, and that was great stuff as Alistair is going to come down in towards that mid bush. Galio is relatively pushed, but Galio is going to back off towards bot lane as Alistair is going to try and meet up as he does sense maybe, just maybe, his blue is going to get stolen, but he has to be careful as Nocturne is in that bush, but he is going to pulverize them up. He's going to try and get away as the E comes out from Galio to speed both himself and Nocturne up as the heal is going to get popped from Alistair. Alistair maybe looking towards going back towards the blue buff, but he is just going to back away. He's going to go safe. He's kind of thought, okay, it's kind of gone now. There's 4 players circulating around that blue. So the blue still from LowLandLions. A possible dragon, not sure. They are just going to go back towards the lanes as Kog'Maw and Nunu have to be pretty much careful now as Nocturne is waiting in that bush. Was there a ward down? Have they seen Nocturne come down? No, they haven't. So Nocturne, they have no idea, but Nunu is going to go in towards that bush as he does face check it all by himself as Nocturne is going to be spotted. The ultimate is going to be popped from Nocturne as the fit does go off in Kog'Maw as the Howling Gale gets popped, the switch from Urgot, but Kog'Maw is going to get away due to that Summoner Hill, and the Nunu ult is going to be released, but no, well, there is some damage going to be popped, but not too much. They are just going to get away. No one is going to fall, but that was close stuff.
Shows once again that the power of that summon heal itself, you know, it's just absolutely ridiculous, and Kog'Maw using it to its fullest abilities to pull back to that tower. The Nunu actually did a fair amount of damage, but the problem was that at 3v1 in that circumstance, no one could follow up on Nunu. One of his big kind of selling points is that you really want Nunu to pop the ultimate while he's in a team fight, you know, to scare the opposition, want them to try and run away, while at the same time the rest of his team absolutely pummel them down. So in that instance, Nunu was doing it more of a kind of a countermeasure to make sure the opposition pulled back and didn't chase Kog'Maw, and he basically saved him there. But either way, still very close, 2-1, goal difference is 200, and this is definitely looking like it is going to be one of those really close games that we've casted in. I'm expecting this to go down to sort of 30-40 minutes at least. And remember, this is best of 3, guys, so plenty more League of Legends action to come up now.
And bot lane, Alistair did sneak away into that bot bush, but the ward does go down. Got just kind of pre-fired in towards that bush, and Alistair was caught. He is going to go back because he has got the Oracle early on at level 7, so he can clear them wards, get the jungle farm, and then go for the ganks as Galio will get the redo on the blue. So he's going to have that for a fair amount of time now, as he did get the reset just now, as Kennen was forced to go back. What did Kennen get? He has got that Hextech Revolver going towards that Will of the Ancient. Did get the Heart of Gold as well. Kog'Maw is going to be going towards the Wriggles Lantern with that Vampiric Scepter and the Madrid's Razors, obviously, because I would say he is losing his lane, so he wants to go for the more cost-efficient thing and go for the Wriggles instead of going straight towards that Infinity Edge. But a gank is going to be popped off here as the headbutt goes in towards the wall as the Prism gets popped off, but not much damage coming away from Rise, and Galio can kind of just walk away from that one as the damage from Rise not looking too good at the moment. What has he got? He has got that Negatron Cloak to give him 48 magic resist, the Catalyst and the Sapphire Crystal. But yeah, Galio will just go back now. Ping's going away on towards Rise. They're a bit cautious. Kennen might get caught out here. He is in that bush. Nautilus going towards the bot lane. He's going to get stunned. Put that ward down. Nothing is going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely, you know, surprised that Rise wasn't doing great damage there to Galio, because, you know, Galio does need to build that magic resist to basically get ability power. And as such, he's got the Chalice of Harmony. He's going to be taking a lot of damage and basically not really getting too hurt by it, so he can just pull back and he's going to live to fight for another day. And that's kind of one of the strengths of taking Galio in mid, not taking him support, is against characters like Rise, and obviously the majority of AP carries, he's very, very strong, and he just keeps on ticking.
Absolutely, he's practically accounted for every single AP mid, I find. So great pick with Galio, just trying to deny Rise that damage, and he definitely is at the moment, as Rise is going to go towards bot, maybe gathering around for a dragon soon, but that is still on the cards. There is a pink ward down from the 4Kings side, so if any wards do go down, they will be able to see, but Alistair is going to come in towards that dragon pit. He's going to clear the ward, has to be careful though, as Nocturne is going to come around. Galio is going to follow suit as well. Can only suppose there's going to be a pulverize coming out here. What the fear is going to hit the E, and we could see a dead Alistair, but Alistair is going to try and dash away. He is going to flash away, pops the armor a bit too late there, and Alistair is dead due to just trying to get that ward down, as Urgot is now going on towards both Nunu and Cogmore. As the switch is going to come out, Nocturne going to come in for the support. Nunu is going to fall now, as Cogmore is just going to get away as he puts the acid down, and this should be a relatively easy dragon for LowLandLions, unless Cogmore can get a sensational steal, as that top lane Kennen has gone down due to Nautilus. But yeah, dragon is going to come out, 190 gold each, the plus 25 gold on top of that for Nocturne. Obviously he just smited it as well, got the last hit, and yeah, so LowLandLions definitely in the driver's seat for this game at the moment.
Indeed, they have the 1k gold advantage. That's purely down to Dragon that they just picked up a couple of seconds ago, and they are looking good here. Right now, what's the tail of the actual farm though? You do have Cogmore finishing off that Wriggle's Lantern. He's also got some attack speed. Of course, that's one of the great things about Cogmore. He pops his W, has a lot of attack speed, and he can just motor through tanks so easily. And then you're going to have on the opposition, Urgot has got the Brutalizer, he's got the Glacial Shroud, and he's probably going to build the Glacial Shroud into a Frozen Heart. Saw this yesterday as well, makes him very tanky, of course gives him mana, and against the likes of Cogmore, for example, it's going to keep him alive a little bit longer. Having said that though, Cogmore does eat through armor, so still you would probably put your finger on Cogmore to pick up that kill later on in the game once he has some more items. Would definitely expect to see Cogmore taking Phantom Dancer and perhaps something like Infinity Edge or some other kind of high-powered attack damage item, maybe even Last Wisp. I have seen a few taking Last Wisp, which is incredibly good, especially if you're against a very tanky team, but only time will tell. Either way, very close, Enzi, and still too close to call.
Yeah, I got just delaying that damage early on for the Frozen Heart coming out, so he can just, you know, last in that lane a bit longer as Alistair. He's going to come down, get in the bush. Not sure what he's going to do. He's just going to get away as Cogmore and Nunu have both pushed this lane. Nocturne, on the other hand, is going to sneak into the bush at top. Has to be careful here. You've got Kennen's ult up in about 5 seconds, and Nocturne's ult is up in 20 seconds. So they might wait a bit of time before they pop this one off, or Nocturne might just go back. Not completely sure. We're just going to have to see, as Kennen is hitting away on them creeps, but Nocturne will go back. No point whatsoever, as Nautilus is now going to push the lane back, so maybe Nocturne should have stayed in the bush, not sure, but he is just going to go back towards them wolves, as the Oracle is on Alistair once again, even falling, as he will clear the ward on the entrance of the opposition jungle, as Rise is going to go on towards Galio. Nothing is going to happen though, as Janna has to be careful. Howling Gale going out though, just to stop Cogmore and Nunu, but the damage from Urgot is looking very strong indeed at the moment. Great range as well, as the Nunu ult is going to be popped. Janna, I'm not sure, you could have got out there. The Ice Ball is going to come out as well, as Cogmore should be able to go down here, but the Summoner Heal has been popped. He's going to try and land the kill onto Janna. Urgot's going to have to flash away. Beautiful ult from Janna to heal up Urgot and the shield as well, as the ult comes out from Cogmore. And I'm still in shock that neither one of them AD carries got dropped in that fight. I mean, that was just great play from the supports right there.
All down to Janna. All down to Janna there. I mean, you know, the
but the Nocturne, he's going to come in. Sorry, Vince. And Cogmore is going to fall. Oh, wow, that was great stuff from Nocturne coming in. I do apologise, Vince, but I couldn't miss that one. Nocturne just came out of nowhere.
No problems, I'm on delay, as if you guys don't know, watching this stream, so if Enzi jumps in, that's the reason why we don't want to miss any of the action. But as I was going to say, I mean, Janna completely saved her AD carry there. Urgot was looking dead and buried. She pops the ultimate, somehow saves him, and then obviously Nocturne pushes down. That's one of the beauties of having your Nocturne in jungle. That paranoia is such a strong ganking tool, and he saw exactly why just there. So he picks up the kill, 4-3 now to LowLandLions, and they have about a 1.7k gold advantage as well, so starting to look good for them.
Absolutely, as Kennen will go back. What's he going to get? He is going to get that completed. Will of the Ancient's got the Merctress and the Heart of Gold now on towards him. Wow, what has Nautilus got? Nautilus has got the Heart and Gold, Philo's Stone, and the Abyssal Scepter. As Janet is coming towards the top lane, he is going to put a ward down in that Tribush up top. As Rise is going to queue away on towards Galio, but nothing really going to come of it. There's a Cogmore and Nunu. Where is Janet? Janet is top lane while Urgot is taking all the stick. The ult is going to come down from Cogmore. Urgot could fall here, but the switch is going to come in a bit too late. Shouldn't have even used that one. I think he was dead. He was guaranteed to die. I'm not sure what he was really doing though, pushing that heavy against a Cogmore and Nunu when he knew his support wasn't there. But Nautilus is going to tower dive and get the kill onto Kennen. Wow. Nautilus can literally just tower dive and do enough damage to just take down Kennen. Kennen even popped his ult, but Nocturne has come in as well to finish off Nunu there. Did just miss that. Apologies there. As Rise is going to queue away on towards Galio. Alistair is going to clear the ward into the opposition jungle as Galio is going to come down Q on towards Alistair as the tower is going to go down at top lane.
Indeed, it's a 5 for 5 now, NZ, and we see that tower going down is going to give them even more gold, so pretty much even on gold now. Has came back, and you're going to have Rise actually pushing in against Nocturne and Janna here. Not sure if he survives then, he's going to take it away.
Yeah, he did just run away, but Nautilus has popped his anchor and he's gone in as Riptide has been popped. He is against the wall now. Where is Alistair? Alistair is at base, I think, as Janna will go down. Nautilus will get the kill. No, Alistair's right in front of me. I am so blind today. As Urgot is just going to pop attacks away. But Riptide is going to come down, slow Nocturne down for the hell of it. As Cogmore is going to come in out of nowhere from bot lane. Kennen is going to take Rise down. And the damage right there is incredible. Nunu, oh, is just going to be popped. As he will get the kill on towards Galio. Urgot's going to fall as well. Blade Master will be the guy picking that kill up on towards Sneaky. The anchor's going to be pulled on Kennen. Great anchor. The ooze goes down. And Cogmore claims the kill. There's the ace. 4-4-Kings, absolutely sensational stuff. Great team fight indeed. The whole team from LowLandLions biting the dust. They're going to be able to get this dragon nice and easy. And yeah, 10 kills to 6 right now, 29k gold to 27, and that was great from 4Kings.
And look at Nautilus, absolute beast, 603, has the Abyssal Scepter already and has so much gold per 10 coming in. I think he actually had the Philo Stone on Heart of Gold very quickly in this game, and of course if you don't know much about League of Legends, that's going to enable him to get gold every 10 seconds, so he can basically just farm away as well and get those items very quickly. 176 creep score and Abyssal Scepter already on Nautilus is scary stuff, NZ. They're going to pick blue up comfortably here, are at 4Kings, and they're 10-6 ahead. They're looking good now. I mean, their team fighting capabilities, if Nautilus can carry this on, he's going to be able to tank so much and do so much damage at the same time. And you also have a Cogmore with Phantom Dancer, as I said before. Phantom Dancer with Cogmore is actually really scary for the opposition. So as game goes on, I mean, Cogmore's going to get stronger, Nautilus is going to get stronger, and it's going to be hard to see how LowLandLions can actually come back into this one unless Galio starts landing some incredible ultimates.
Yeah, Nautilus did just go back and purchase the Will of the Ancients. So he's going more for that AP, as Kindle Gem will also be bought as well, giving him plus 200 health and the plus 10% cooldown reduction on the passive, as Alistair is going to go in towards his jungle, going to claim them wolves, no problem whatsoever. But Janet is getting chased down, but a beautiful Howling Gale will stop both Cogmore and Nunu chasing her. But here comes Nocturne and Urgot from the back. Nunu should fall here as the fear goes down, and there is the Cogmore ult trying to stop Nocturne, but it isn't enough. Nunu will fall and Rice has to get the hell out of there. But here comes Nautilus, the team carry for 4Kings right now. If he can make a play, they could be able to get every single kill. But here comes the Galio ult, misses everybody. Kennedy is going to come in though, tremendous damage is going to come down. Alistair's going to have to run away with a little girl. And there we go, as Kennen is going to get switched. It's not going to be enough, as Urgot is going to kill Rise down. The flash coming away from Nautilus as Cogmore has the flash as well. And Urgot with yet another kill, and that damage is absolutely amazing from Urgot right now. The flash is going to come out from Urgot as well, trying to land the third kill on towards Cogmore. The ooze is going to come down though. Galio E is going to try and slow down slow down Alistair, but it's not going to happen as Cogmore is going to find himself in a bit of trouble. He has gone towards that top lane, towards his tower, but here comes Urgot, Galio and Janna. So even if Cogmore's right there, they can easily tower dive. As he will go in towards that bush. He is trying to escape towards his tower. The ooze is going to go down, so a slow is going to stop the likes of Galio and Urgot chasing up, but Janna is still on pursuit. Here comes Janna, the support, trying to kill Cogmore. What are you doing? As Nocturne will come in, did just delay Cogmore there, but Cogmore is just going to run into the opposition tower and die from Janna. Cogmore could not do anything about that one.
Indeed, but that was a horrific team fight for 4Kings. They were caught well and truly out there. Cannon came in, ultimate, then you have Galio, fair enough, he missed everybody, but still a lot of pressure being, exhumed there onto the opposition, and you just saw the brute force of Urgot just spamming away with those acid hunters, and that was just really a bad positional play from 4Kings, and they got completely punished for it. 10-10's now the scoreline, so that was a 4-0 exchange in the end. LowLandLions are right back in this, NZ. It's incredible to me that 4Kings got caught out that badly, a team of this kind of caliber, but it happened. They're just going to have to deal with that now.
I'm just still a bit face-palmy over Cogmore. I mean, he went towards the opposition tower instead of going towards his. Obviously, they were coming through the tri-bush, so I can see where he's coming from. Just try to delay a little bit, but he was going to die either way, to be honest. They could have tower dived him, but Urgot is now on 4 kills to 2. He has got the last Whisper, Brutalizer, and Glacial Shroud. As it looks like 4Kings are trying to push this mid turret down. Cannon is going to come in towards mid as well. Galio and Janna going to come in for the support as well. As Acid Hunt has been spammed, but the Nautilus Anchor is going to pull in. Riptide, but a beautiful Janna ult to push them away. Cannon is going to come in. He's going to land on a couple of players, not all of them though. Nautilus is in the middle of the action. Nunu ult is going to be popped. What's going to happen? Cannon's going to go down. That's the first thing that's going to happen. Janna is going to have the flash away, but a beautiful Galio ult catching every single player. Nocturne with the double. Galio with the double as well. Incredible stuff from LowLandLions right here, as Nocturne will get the triple as well. Wow, that Galio ult catching every single player, making the play for LowLandLions. That was an amazing, just sensational Galio ult right there, catching every single player. That is the power of Galio, ladies and gents.
It's exactly what I was saying before, Enzy. LowLandLions need their Galio to be teeing off on those ultimates. Obviously, it taunts everybody in the opposite team. If you can land them, it's easy pickings for the rest of LowLandLions. It's exactly what he did there. And also, I mean, Enzy, his ultimate itself did a lot of damage. He has that Abyssal Scepter right now, and tons of magic resist. So that was hitting them seriously hard. And you had the likes of Urgot and Nocturne just cleaning it up after Galio went down. 15-12 now, gold advantage in LowLandLions' favour, and they're 2-1 towers up. But still, Enzy, a very, very close game.
Very close indeed. Just about 3 kills separating both these teams, but I'm not sure, if 4Kings can actually come back from this one. I mean, you've got the Galio out now, you've got Kennen on doing some decent damage, has got the Void Staff as well. As they are going towards Dragon, maybe got a timer in. 4Kings have to be careful. They just fought and they lost. Galio ult is down, but he is coming back up in 2 seconds. So the Galio ult is available. Is Kennen's ult available? No, it isn't. It's coming up in 10 seconds. Alistair is going to have to run away. The Oracle is on Janna, so they're just going to be clearing their wards out and denying the vision from 4Kings. And if they're not careful, they're going to get caught out there all in this bush. One Galio ult can just taunt them all in towards one. And there is going to be a fight popped up anytime soon. The Riptide, not the Riptide, what am I on about? The Acid Hunter is going to be spammed from Urgot. As the E is going to come out from Galio, just poke, poke, poke. Pokemon ult as well, getting spammed away. Cannon with the Q. And I'm just waiting for something to happen. I think Galio is going to go for a flash over the wall. Maybe go for the ult, but the Dragon is up now. A fight is going to be popped. As Nautilus is going to pull that anchor. Shredders is going to be popped. A beautiful pulverize from Alistair, but his team is not following it up. As Cogmore is just at the back, not doing anything. Cannon ult comes in. Nunu ult as well. Look at that damage. Cannon is going to get one. Nunu goes down. The Ignite is going to be popped on towards Cogmore, but Tarzan is going to be able to get a kill on towards Nautilus. Urgot spammed away on towards Alistair as well. Alistair's got a full. Cogmore on just 100 HP. Rise untouched. But wow. Just LowLandLions, early game, 4Kings, they look very, very strong. But LowLandLions now, they are just taking it home. They're going to go towards this Baron. Only Rise is basically untouched. He is pushing bot lane. He's going to try and get that tower. It is literally on 35 HP, so one hit will silence that one. But a Baron for a tower, not worth it. Unless we can see some epic triple somersault backflip from Hogmore that just jumps over the map and steals it. But yeah, beautiful play from LowLandLions right there. And it just seemed like Alistair went in alone and there was no follow-up from his team.
Well, I said this right at the start, Enzi, at the picks and the bans there, that, you know, 4Kings, they're going to have to make the most of the early game because their late game, they have a lot of tanky champions, but they don't have all-out power, all-out damage there, apart from maybe a Cogmore and Rise if Rise gets farmed up early. But you look on the other team here, you look on LowLandLions, they got Nocturne, Urgot, and Kennen as well, with that Galio ultimate, and it's just absolutely devastating. You've seen there, Galio's landed a couple of ultimates, completely won them the team fight. Kennen jumps in as well with his stuns and his slicing maelstrom, completely wins the team fight. So really with this Baron buff, I think this is all she wrote. I can't see how 4Kings can come back unless they turtle in deep until that Baron's run out and then win a couple team fights in a row.
It's just, Rise can't do anything against the likes of Galio. That's just the only thing right now. Galio cannot, not Galio, Rise cannot do anything, and it's surprising me 4Kings actually pushed up here against a Baroned LowLandLions, so they could easily engage here, but Alistair has to be careful. Could get caught out. He's just going to run away though, back towards his team, but a mid standoff between the two teams, 4Kings and LowLandLions, as they are just going to get that minion farm, and LowLandLions are going to go for that push now. Alistair is going to go through that jungle and could get caught out here as Galio does miss the E. This radius is going to be popped, going on towards Nocturne, not Nocturne, Alistair, as the fear is going to be popped, as Nocturne's ult is going to be popped as well. Here comes Kennen ult with that global damage as Alistair's going to get just thrown away there. No one has actually fallen. The Nuno ult is going to come in very slow stop. Nautilus anchor and the U's going down. Nocturne is just 1v1ing Rise at the side. No players have fallen still as finally Alistair will go down. But how long did that take just for one kill to be exchanged? Very close stop at the moment, but they're going to be pushing this tower. Riptide's going to be popped from Nautilus right there, as Rise is going to get a few pressure applied to him, but Kennen is going to get a deny from the Q to his face as Rise is going to get the kill. Nocturne on towards Nautilus as well. Cogmore is flashing away. He's going to go for the summoner heal, but he is going to get dropped surely. But Galio misses a very important Q and could actually fall himself. That was an epic fail. I'm sorry, Belgian Beast, but what were you doing? Missed the Q, got a bit too greedy, and it's Cogmore. Cogmore popped that summoner heal, and Nunu is going to go down as well now, as Nocturne and Janai is going to have to back off. Urgot is full HP. But Cogmore and Alistair with full HP are going to come back in towards the fight. Alistair is going to go in first, has got the pulverized on the headbutt at his disposal. Pulverized comes in, is the headbutt going to knock it back? Yes! Brilliant play from Alistair. Cogmore's going to claim the kill. Janna and Nocturne have to run away. And close stuff. I mean, how long did that take just for one kill to be exchanged right there? But the tower is going to be pushed in mid. 4Kings are going to be on the aggression as a turret does go down. Where did that go down actually? I think top lane, yeah, top lane did just get pushed by the minions from LowLandLions as Rise and Alistair are both in mid, pushing that turret down. But yeah, pretty close team fight to be completely honest with you.
But I would probably argue, Enzi, it was only close because of a couple of epic failures there from LowLandLions. I don't know if it's a case they got overconfident with the Baron buff, but Kennen died needlessly, then Galio, for some reason, went tower diving, didn't even land the Q. The Resolute smite there onto Cogmore and got punished, so, I mean, it was close, but it didn't really need to be. I think LowLandLions made a bit of a 5-course meal out of that one. They have gave 4Kings a whiff of a glimmer of hope to get back into this game now, 6 kills behind. Gold is still actually quite close, Enzi. I mean, it's only 3.7k behind in favour of LowLandLions right now, and in that fight LowLandLions didn't pick up an inhib tower or an inhib itself, so basically it's all even still in that regard. But in my opinion, you keep fighting until an inhib goes down. As soon as an inhib goes down, it's a huge advantage to the opposition. So 4Kings, they can still win this game, but it's going to be difficult.
Jungle Invade going to come in from Nocturne, is going to get caught out. Nocturne is going to be popped, has to escape as he will dive back in on towards Nunu. Probably the wrong person to actually go in, but Nuno is going to be going down as well. Great damage coming out as the Galio is going to be popped as well. Look at that, as he's going to have to escape right now as he's in the middle of 5 players from the 4Kings side got absolutely gangbanged right there near that blue buff, and Urgot is going to have to flash away, but the dragon is going to go down from 4Kings as Nautilus is still on pursuit, trying to scare Urgot away. Doesn't want that dragon steel to come into play, and now it's only a 1k gold differential, and a great fight there for 4Kings. Nocturne did get caught out going in towards that blue buff, and now 4Kings are going to go for that push. The Howling Gale is going to come out from Janna to try and delay them a bit, knock the minions in the air, but the tower is going to go down. 4Kings still on pursuit, trying to get the second tower down as well. Urgot just spamming away their Massid Hunters as the Howling Gale comes out once again. The shield comes down on towards the turret. They're going to back away though. They've got no minions, but the minions are going to gather up now on that mid tower. But 4Kings are going to go back. They don't want to give away any unnecessary deaths. But yeah, a very nice team fight for 4Kings again, and I think LowLandLions are just kind of giving this one away right now.
The simple fact is, if you look at 4Kings, they're always together, they're always moving as a unit. Perhaps they might go off and farm for a little while, but by and large they move together as a unit. They're a well-oiled machine. But the last few minutes, it seems to me that LowLandLions have started to split up. They've been caught out a couple of times, gave away really easy kills to 4Kings, and they're actually slowly but surely throwing this game away. They had Baron, they didn't make the most of it, they lost 2 players without pretty much any reason whatsoever, and since then they've lost a couple more players to really stupid pushes. So, I mean, 4Kings, as we said a couple of times already, they're not out of this game yet. Baron will be coming back up in the next few minutes. Dragon's due up as well in about 4 or 5 minutes. So I think this next Dragon Baron is really going to stamp its mark on this matchup. Whoever gets the best out of those 2 exchanges will probably win this game.
Yeah, and all players going back right now. Urgot did just purchase the Banshees. Let me just quickly get the chat up again. Oracle's going to come out on Alistair again. Cogmore with the Infinity Edge, and the Willy Ancient is going to go on towards Rise. So we could see a fight right now as Baron is supposed to be up anytime soon as the wards are getting cleared from Janna, but Nautilus is going to go first. The Shurelias will be popped. The Anchor coming out. Riptide going to be popped as well from Nautilus, and Galio is being focused. Not the right person to focus in this occasion, as Kennen is going to flash in, then flash away with that ult. But a beautiful ult is going to go down from Nunu, doing a lot of damage indeed. Cogmore's going to fall first. The AD carry has been eliminated. Rise is going to hit the reply though button as Janna goes down as well. Nautilus will follow suit. Nunu is trying to kill Nocturne, but Nocturne is just going to turn around and try and kill him. As Alistair goes down as well, Nocturne will turn around with literally 500 HP and kill Nunu. And there we go, there's the team ace. Rise goes down, and LowLandLions with a strong reply. This could be the game. They are just going to push. They've got 1 tower. They can definitely get the inhibitor at least. How long have they got to wait until one of the 4Kings are up? It's about 30 seconds, so they can easily finish this game, personally.
Indeed they could, or alternatively they could pick up the inhib, go back, get Baron, recall and push, together really hard. And as I said before, we have seen a lot of LowLandLions kind of milling around on their own, getting caught out. As soon as they go into a team fight, a 5v5, they win. And for me, that's the really important thing of this game. That is kind of the story of this matchup, that LowLandLions had the better picks, they managed to execute it to perfection, and whenever they move around as a 5-strong team, they win the team fights. Whenever they go off on their own, they get caught out and die. So I think that was pretty much LowLandLions realizing, look, Baron's up soon, let's actually just fight 5v5 and see what happens. Easy, comfortable win, team ace, and they should absolutely win this game now. I can't see them throwing it from here. The inhib's down, huge advantage in favour of LowLandLions.
The gold is pretty even though, Vince, and they didn't actually go back to get Baron. So Baron is still up, Baron's still on the cards for both teams. 4Kings not out of this game yet, and we've seen how many mistakes LowLandLions have already made as both teams are gathering around, going towards that Baron area. As Nautilus was the person to engage last game, definitely looked like 4Kings were winning that team fight, and then LowLandLions just popped every single one and it was like boom, boom, boom. As the Acid Hunter is going to be spammed once again from Urgot.
I mean, you're right though, Enzi. I actually must be on really bad delay, because I thought they'd already got Baron. I was amazed when you said they didn't get Baron there, truly.
Yeah, so they haven't got Baron. Neither team has Baron right now. So pretty even still. 3k gold difference, not much in it. And if LowLandLions get caught out just once, that is the game. 4Kings will win it after that one, or they can at least get the inhibitor. and go towards that Baron. So they are just in mid-token away at the minions. They are going to push towards that turret right now. And what is Nocturne doing? He is top lane without his team. Maybe that's the reason why 4Kings are pushing, but they are going to back off, go towards that Baron buff. Have they got an Oracle on their team? No, they have not. So they aren't going to be able to see them wards, as the LowLandLions team did just see them going towards that bush as the turret does go down at bot lane. They are going to go towards Baron, maybe going to force a fight here. They are just squaring off right now. LowLandLions are very cautious. Alistar and the whole 4King side going to go in towards this bush. Alistar will lead the cavalry, so to speak, as LowLandLions are going to go in towards this bush. The ward is there, so they have seen him. Galio is going to pop that E, so maybe the anchor coming in onto Galio there, Riptide, and here we go. Shreddius has been popped as well. The offer from Kennen, the knock-up as well. Who is going to be the first to fall? It looks like it's going to be Nautilus, but the switch coming in from Urgot there. Brilliant ult from Urgot there, just to deny Nunu doing any damage, and Urgot is got to get the double kill as well. Cogmore is on the retreat, trying to duke it out with Galio, but there we go. Ryze is going to go down as well. There's Urgot with the triple kill. He's on a rampage as well. The Baron is going to go towards LowLandLions, and that was all down to that Urgot ult right there. He switched Nunu. As soon as Nunu popped out on him, switched him, and boom. Couldn't do anything, no global damage whatsoever. LowLandLions escapes with the team victory right there. We'll get the Baron. The question is, will they finish it? They've got about 30 seconds until the likes of Ryze and Nautilus is up. It's actually 40 seconds for Ryze. They are just going to push this top, it looks like. So, yeah, just great play from LowLandLions.
That's the GG right there, Andy. I cannot see how 4Kings can come back into this unless all of LowLandLions just disconnect now. Like, everyone goes off at the same time. I mean, the last two team fights have been crushing defeats for 4Kings. Nunu has been completely useless in team fights. His ultimate's incredibly good if used in the right way, but because they have the likes of, Galio ult, they've got a Janna that can knock him in the air, they've got Urgot who can switch positions, they've got a fear from Nocturne, and stuns from Kennen. Nunu can't really do anything.
Yeah, absolutely. I just have to interrupt you there, as it looks like they are going to take the turret down. Nautilus and the whole team are going to come in and engage a team fight here. Obviously, the Kennen ult is down, the knockup coming out from Alistar and the Howling Gale. But there we go, as the Nunu ult will be popped. But yet again, it has been interrupted. Nocturne has to escape. No players have fallen yet. Cogmore is about to fall, but Urgot will drop instead, as Alistar will be able to get that kill. Ryze will kill Galio as well. So what looks like a LowLandLions advantage has now gone to a 4Kings advantage. It's backwards and forwards constantly. Who is going to win this game? That's the question, as the lightning rush will be popped from Kennen trying to escape the 4 players of 4Kings. Hardy, as Nocturne is going to recall. Janna is around that Baron buff. And there we go. It's still so even. I mean, 4Kings with a great engage there, picking up 2 kills. Obviously not the whole team, but 2 very important kills onto both Urgot and Galio.
Yeah, but I still think that LowLandLions have got this one in the bag. The goal difference is 7k in their advantage. There are 5 towers ahead as well. They also have that Baron buff. The reason they got caught out there is because they were aggressively trying to push down that top tower and inhib, and they kind of got caught out. Bit of a mistake. 4Kings did manage to capitalise in the sense that they got 2 kills, but there's only about 10-15 seconds before both Galio and Urgot respawn, and as soon as they respawn, they're going to push again. It should be an easy dragon for Nocturne and Kennen, and the gold is going to keep rolling on in. The inhib has respawned, but one more good push from LowLandLions and the game's over.
Absolutely, but maybe a reply from 4Kings coming out. If they can just win one team fight now, they could maybe pick this game up. But we're just going to have to wait and see. Baron is going to be down for quite a while. So no fights are going to be engaged around that area. I can't remember who got Dragon just then. I think it was the LowLandLions side.
It was, yeah. Not Pin and Kennen got it.
So it is about a 6k gold differential right now between the two teams. Blue is going to be going towards Galio right there. So they are just going to push up mid. Nautilus is going to recall, gain that mana back. Has got the blue buff though, so Alistar will go back as well, as the Oman is going to be purchased from Nautilus. The Oracle is going to be coming on towards Nunu and Urgot. One for both teams right now. But yeah, I think it's just going to be a bit passive. Although 4Kings are going to push these minions back, it's going to be interesting to see who makes the first move and who makes the first mistake. 4Kings maybe going to push, maybe they're just going to stay around their base. It looks like LowLandLions will be on the push right now as a unit. As it's going to be coming down to this one inhibitor they want to defend. It's 5v5, LowLandLions against 4Kings. Who's going to make the first move? Well, that is the question we're going to see any time soon. As they are just going to clear their minions away. You can only guess it's going to be a Nautilus anchor, but the Riptide is going to be popped. He's going to have to wait about 3 more seconds before that one's back up. And LowLandLions are desperate to get in this inhibitor. They are probably going to get the inhibitor without even a fight right now. They have got the range that the Cogmore ult is going to be spammed on towards Kennen and Janna. They are going to back off now. They're going to go towards the top, I guess. Maybe just going to try and push all them lanes back towards 4Kings and just get them in a bad position. LowLandLions are going to clear these minions. And yeah, I think they're just going to go towards top Vince and just clear these minions away. And it looks like LowLandLions are now going to push top. They're going to try to get this inhibitor as well, and 2 inhibitors are very bad. Cogmore's bot, all on his own, so this allows LowLandLions to just come in, get this inhibitor, no problem whatsoever. The AD carry is not with 4Kings, so I can guess maybe there's going to be an engage, but they are just going to back off, as Cogmore is going to back off as well from the bot lane. Although LowLandLions could have easily tried an engage there, because Cogmore wasn't with them, but would have been quite risky. As now they're going to push mid.
That's really odd. I mean, what's Cogmore doing? He doesn't need farm. Look at his items. He's already got enough items, and basically from him going bot, he completely sacrificed that top inhib. So that was a bit puzzling, to say the least.
Yeah, and LowLandLions could have got an engage as well, but it looks like they are going to square off. They've already lost 2 inhibitors. They don't want to lose a third. The super minions are pushing top and mid. So while these guys fight, the super minions will be doing their job right now. So maybe 4Kings already lost this game. It's going to all come down to this one team fight. They're going to try and get this turret down. It's on 1.2k of health. Scalio is just going to spam the Q and the E. Of course, he has got the blue buff. He can do it all he wants. Who is going to make the first move? The anchor is going to be pulled on towards Janna, but a beautiful Janna ult to push him away there. The Galio ult is going to come on towards Nautilus and Alistair. The Kennen ult has been popped as well, as Rise is going to get knocked up in the air and take it down from Urgot. And it looks like a LowLandLions side, but Nunu is going to pop the ultimate. How much damage is this going to do? A fair amount, but not too much. Radius is going to be popped as well, as Alistair has to run away, otherwise he's going to fall. Nunu is the guy who's going to fall first. Alistair is going to die as well. Nocturne is going to follow that with Cogmore getting the kill. Is Cogmore going to get another kill? Possibly could, by a beautiful Howling Gale from Janna to shut Cogmore down. And Nautilus is all on his own right now, has to pull away. As Galio is there, but he has got the tower on his side, and maybe Urgot's going to go down. No, the tower will go down just in time. So great play coming out from LowLandLions in that team fight. They did exactly what they needed right there. And they are going to win this game number 1. This is the best of 3, guys. This is number 1 out of possible 3. So what a great first match we just saw, Vince.
Yeah, I have to say though that Nunu in the latter stages of this game has been absolutely useless, and I don't mean to single out the player who's, you know, using him. I just mean as a character. He's been so well countered. Every single ultimate that he's popped has been pretty much useless. And when you have Janna using a Monsoon, knocking people in the air, and of course you can also give Eye of the Storm to a teammate that needs it. There's just a huge differential there between the 2 support characters, and I really think that Nunu maybe not the greatest of picks for late game there. Bit of a disappointment.
Yeah, but game number 1 will be going towards LowLandLions there, guys. We have another game set up next, but we are going to go for a quick break, guys. During the break, go over to chaostv.nl, scroll down to the bottom, you'll see something about a laptop competition or something. You can win it completely free, so it isn't really a competition. Just follow the 3 steps, and you could find yourself winning a laptop, guys. So go over there, go check it out. I'm sure it'll be on the screen as well. So yeah, we will be back very shortly.